What is going on, guys? Taylor Super with SharpSportsNetwork.com bringing you some of my favorite plays for this Friday 12-game NBA slate. Hope you guys had an awesome Thanksgiving, stayed safe. But back on the grind today with NBA. I took the day off with NFL yesterday just so I could enjoy the day off that I have because, you know, NBA DFS is every single day. And we are still running that Black Friday deal. Make sure to take advantage. If you ever thought about joining the team, now's the time. 25% off using code Black Friday over on SharpSportsNetwork.com. Link is in the description. And if you guys want to enter for our free season pass, all you have to do is subscribe, like this video, and then comment below with your favorite play of the day. So yeah, let's just get into the slate. It's 12 games. It's really, really massive. We're coming off a 14 gamer, and we're back to the well with a 12 game. And one of the things that really stands out to me when I first look at these slates, the first thing I look at is Washington and Charlotte, because these two teams are one of the worst in the league in terms of defensive rating, and bigs against them absolutely mash. And we get the Lakers up against Washington. And I found it really interesting that Anthony Davis is still down here at only $10,000 over here on DraftKings. FanDuel is a bit more pricey at 11.3K. I still think he's viable over there on Fantasy Draft as well. But especially over here on DraftKings at $10,000 against Washington. Washington allowing the fifth most offensive rebounds in the league. They are the fourth fastest team in the league, and they have a defensive rating of 114.7. It's worse than the Hawks. It's worse than the Golden State Warriors, if that shows you how bad they are on defense right now. The Lakers are implied for 123.25 points, so massive pace-up spot. The rebounding, they're a bottom three teams in terms of total rebounding. So I want to get a bunch of Anthony Davis, and I know people are kind of sour on him, playing him throughout the year, and he hasn't been all that great, but he has been dealing with this shoulder injury. But we got reports from Anthony Davis on the 19th, so a couple of games ago. Actually, we'll look at how many games it's been since that. So he's played 5 games since the 19th. And on the 19th, he did say that his shoulder was near 100%. So I went and plugged in the numbers on the season. Anthony Davis averaging about 1.46 fantasy points per minute. But in those 5 games since he said that, his shoulder is near 100%. He surpassed LeBron James on a permanent basis, averaging 1.6 fantasy points per minute. He's just more involved. His usage is higher. His assist percentage, his rebounding numbers are higher. He's just way more involved since that report that his shoulder is nearly 100%. So I'm going to be paying up for Anthony Davis today. If I'm paying up for anybody, it's going to be him. Obviously, I want to get up to a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo or Luka Doncic if I can, but we're kind of lacking value today. I know that Josh Richardson and Al Horford are both going to miss this game, so that opens up some things like Furkan Korkmaz, maybe Mike Scott getting some minutes at the 4. Those are some of the value plays on the day we are kind of lacking it. The real value on the day is Bismack Biyombo, though. So we got Cody Zeller missed last game. Bismack Biyombo got a start against this same Detroit team that they're facing today. Played 34 minutes, played very, very well. He is undersized for a center in terms of height, but he's a kind of a bulky guy that can match up decently well or fairly well to a guy like Andre Drummond. They don't have the opportunity to play anybody else against him. They can't put PJ Washington there. If they put Willie Hernangomez out there against him, he's going to get put through the spin cycle. It's going to be bad. So we get Bismack Biyombo again at a super cheap price tag. They didn't raise his price. He's at 3.8K. And Cody Zeller missed last game. That's why Biyombo got the start. And Cody Zeller was supposed to play this game. He was probable, but a midday downgrade to questionable. So it doesn't look like Cody Zeller is going to play. We're going to have that news before slate locks just because it is the first game of the slate. So if he misses, Bismack Biyombo, averaging a fantasy point per minute on the season, is going to be near must play. And like I mentioned earlier, Al Horford and Josh Richardson are supposed to miss this game. We don't really have that many minutes just because they're key players in that team's rotation. But in 58 minutes, Joel Embiid, a massive 41.8% usage rating, a rebound percentage, a total rebound percentage of 24%. It raises up playing next to guys like Mike Scott rather than Al Horford, and he's averaging 1.51 or 1.62 fantasy points per minute. So I just want to have a ton of Joel Embiid. I think one of my favorite strategies today is just starting it with Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, and Bismack Biyombo. You're going to eat up both your center spots, but I think that's fine because these are two of the best point per dollar plays on the site personally, and we're kind of lacking value. So it's hard to get up to those guys like Luka Doncic and Giannis Antetokounmpo. And then if you guys want to play on fantasy draft and play all the centers, because whenever we get slates like this where there's just so many good center plays like today, I'm going to play a bit more on fantasy draft just because they have that flexibility over there. And if you guys want to show some support, all you have to do is use code SHARPSPORTS when signing up on fantasy draft. Get a rate-free experience, and then we'll get you your cheat sheets for completely free over there on sharpsportsnetwork.com. So yeah, those are some of my favorite plays of the day. I will be live streaming on twitch.tv/sharpsportsnetwork at 4 p.m. Central Time, 2 hours before lock. Get your questions answered over there, and we'll just break down the slate more extensively. All right, best of luck tonight, guys, and until next time, peace.